Hey everyone! Today I want to share something that drove me crazy for over a week. It is a very specific problem and chances are that you will never encounter it. But if you do, I hope this video saves you a lot of time. The problem? My ComfyUI Docker suddenly stopped working every time I tried to run a workflow. The VAE node or the loader threw this error here. No such device. What I tried first and didn't work, I toyed around with the Docker settings by installing PyOpenCL. I checked the ROCm versions, checked the GPU visibility, checked devices mounts and permissions. All of these looked fine. The GPU was recognized, ROCm was working, the model files were there. Well, the actual cause, my setup is a Dualboot system with Windows 11 and Ubuntu 24. My models are stored on a shared NTFS drive that I use on both systems. I had set up an Automount for this drive, but it was mounted without proper memory mapping support. Safe Tensors uses memory mapping internally to load model files, and that simply didn't work with this Automount configuration. The fix, I have installed an Automount. Let me quickly show what I mean here. And we need to edit the fstab file. And it is about the last line here. And what we need is the force, RW, and NTFS3. And with this information, the drive then boots correctly. The force flag is needed because Windows leaves the partition in a dirty state when you switch to Linux, and then it doesn't boot correct. It is read-only. The lesson: if you are running ComfyUI in Docker with models stored on an NTFS partition in a Dualboot setup, this is likely your problem. The error message is very misleading and has nothing to do with your GPU or ROCm installation. We have to make sure our NTFS partition is mounted with NTFS3, RW, and force. Of course, this is not just a Docker or ComfyUI problem. This can happen with any application on Linux that tries to access files from an NTFS drive in a Dualboot setup. I hope this saves some of you the headache it cost me. See you in the next one. And of course, it is back working. I can generate images and videos again.